everyone's perfect day is obviously different. Like ours are very much based around health and wellness because for us, that brings us that mental clarity, that emotional well-being, that unlimited energy. You know, for someone else, it may be being the best dad in the world, being the best business owner in the world, building something. But yeah, I think it's like taking a step back, looking at your life and just making a list of like, I am in flow state when I'm around these people, when I'm doing these things, when I'm in this environment. And I'm not present when I'm in this board meeting. I'm not present when I'm doodling. I'm thinking about something else I wish I was doing in that moment. And I think that's when you're just going through the motions. You're not really living. And I love that you do a great job of educating people to be mindful of like, hey, am I in the moment? Am I loving what I'm doing?
I think it's both, Eric. Also, I think that there's this relatable yet aspirational aspect to it. You know, and again, you know, really where I spend my time and what I consider my lane, and even the men that I'm working with, look, a lot of what we hear now, you know, follow your passion and quit your job and go out and do this. Or they look around at other people's lifestyles and they don't seem attainable, or they're not maybe relatable. They're certainly aspirational in a lot of ways. But remember, look, I'm married for 20 plus years. We have two teenage boys. I have worked as an entrepreneur. I have worked in corporate America, private companies, public companies, and everybody's situation is different. I'm not saying you should quit your job and go follow your passion. Most of us don't even know what our passion is. What I am advocating for is living your life by design, what you said, and saying, hey, how do we reverse engineer back to what does a maximized life look like for you? What is not only possible, but what is probable and realistic based upon where you are? And then also where you may want to go a year from now, 2 years from now, 3 years from now, so that we do things and operate responsibly. Because look, I may not love my job or my career, but by the way, I would say this for a couple of years, I got paid a lot of money to host a podcast and write a newsletter for several years. Why? Because I also worked for 14 years to build a book of business that threw off X amount of income that allowed me to do that without quitting my job overall. And I think, you know, really in working with a lot of men, and this applies to women or anybody, let's take a look at the big picture here. At what age and what stage and what time maybe do you move on? Where do you move these pieces and bring these things in? But you can control what you can control. You can prioritize your health and wellness, no matter what your job is or career is. You should be maxing out your vacation days, your 401ks. You should be taking everything you possibly can from your company and your job too, and giving them what they need, but you get what you need. I just think all of these things play together, and I do want to kind of dispel, you know, some of the, hey, I can't do that, or I can't have that also, or I can't live the way that guy is living, or I can't. You know what? Maybe not exactly, but one of the principles that I coach to is, you know, aggregate and curate and eliminate. You can aggregate all the best stuff out there. And I follow you and I look to you for so much of this stuff. If I can do a fraction of what you do, based on what kind of lifestyle I have, aggregate it in, curate it down to the best stuff, and then eliminate the shit that doesn't work or doesn't fit based on where we are.